he attack us from here? Four plagues. Let's figure out what the four plagues puzzle is at this point. Famine is food, we all know this. Battle is sword. Disease is a health potion for some reason. Cold is a chest plate. I feel really dumb that I couldn't figure that out early on, but I was overthinking. As it turns out. What was a spider silk cloak and what does it do? Evasion +5, strength -2. Well. Totally wasn't worth it. But hey, we've got a very quick way out and we can we can slap a save crystal in the meantime. And then we can just walk away. Never having to concern ourselves with this place ever. I've just briefly pictured something that would horrify me to ever see in any Grimrock title. But you go up to slap a save crystal, you click on it, and then it goes into a lengthy cutscene of the crystal having an eye open on it. Sideways, of course, not like a regular eyelid opening. Several tentacles go out, grab your party, and you die because you didn't realize that it was a life crystal mimic. I never want to utter something so heretical ever again. I also forgot to go to Turtle Beach, but you know what? I don't care anymore. Going through the final dungeon, no more delays. We spent an hour and 30 minutes finishing up the final fight, doing inventory management, collecting a full extra set of armor, and now we're going through here to do a little bit more of inventory management because we don't need the embalmer set. Or the spider silk cloak. We can hold on to the orb of radiance if we truly, truly desired. And I would love to use the Stormseed orb. You know what, I think the orb of radiance. Stormseed orb is worse than the orb of radiance. Stormseed orb is better than orb of radiance. Orb of radiance is worse than Stormseed orb. Why can I say things that are so patentedly wrong, even though the sentence I've conceptualized is the exact opposite of what the actual sentence I speak of contains? I don't understand. Ladies and gentlemen, let us go. The cursed compass. Needleness compass twitches nervously. My dearest visitor, I had never expected you to get this far. Very well, it is my duty to welcome guests to my humble abode. Meet me at the top of the castle, the Island Master. Oh boy, and by top of the castle, he does mean top of the castle. There are a lot of horrifying things that await us in this place. A lot of things we currently cannot reach, no matter what we do. Exactly. You can see, ladies and gentlemen, this right here is our supposed exit. Locked behind a key. Our one and true way off the aisle. But before we get to do that, there's a story that must be shared. A story to tell for all ages. For near an infinity, basic elements were in equilibrium, and there was only void. Then came the spirits, and the creation spell was cast. With the spell, the fifth element was created, and thus the equilibrium of the elements was disrupted. The universe exploded into existence. The spirits left. The words of the creation spell remained in the universe. Should they ever be lost, it would undo all creation. Hence, the words of the creation spell are forever guarded in Nexus. The fifth element. All matter in the universe is made from 4 basic elements: fire, earth, air, and water. Fire opposes water, like air opposes earth. Without a fifth spiritual element, they would be only void, as all matter would fall apart when the 4 basic elements cancel each other out. We call the fifth element balance, although perhaps the breaker of balance would be a more fitting name. Now, because this is Grimrock, naturally, there is a secret in every location. Give me a little bit of time. I know for a fact there's one here, and it's by far one of the most difficult for me to reach. Like, I actually don't remember how to get to this one, except that there's a button somewhere, and that I basically have to hit buttons very, and like, not hit buttons, but I have to hit buttons and then run very, very quickly. So close. I forget that it's the inverse of what was expected. More cannonballs for the cannonball ear. Trust me, that secret took me... How long did it take me? I think it took me like a good 15 minutes to finally figure it out my first time. But here we are, the final skull in the game that I remember. I don't think there are any others. Tome of Knowledge. I think this gives a skill point? Yes. Skill point. If I were to give this to our wizard, it would not level him up, so he would be at the next point of level. If I gave it to our wizard, it would give him the 2nd level of air magic, and then the 3rd level of air magic would come forth. And then, only then, would our wizard be able to cast Meteor Strike. Or, I could start giving it to Zarok and rapidly boost his accuracy so he can actually hit consistently. But that's gonna happen anyway. This might not happen by the end of the game. So, get your level up, boost air magic, let's go. 1 more level of air magic is all that's needed, and we can finally, successfully, cast Meteor Strike, giving him access to the strongest spell in the game. Or at the very least, his strongest spell. I don't think there's anything else down here. Which means we have nowhere else to go but up. Or around. There are a great many problems created in the Isle Master's domain. Just, wherever you go, wherever you might run, remember the way out. Because you don't know what you're going to encounter. I think there's a button down here, but I almost don't want to go and look for it. Because everything here looks like exactly the same. It all looks exactly the same. And I think I actually spent a significant portion of time and there was nothing here, so I'm not going to bother. Let's just go to the next area. A library. Well, there have never been any secrets in the library. None whatsoever. Oh, we should look at that, greater healing potions. Never a good sign to see one of those. Nope, none at all. So, is the bone sword... Because we don't fight any more undead. It does significantly less damage. But at the same time, the self-healing just keeps him from dying. We'll go with the higher DPS weapon for now. There is a puzzle that lets us go forward. But you don't know the answer as of yet. In theory, if you wanted to speedrun the game, you could. That's right. I accidentally did the portion of the puzzle. Get the light on. But what I should do, actually, is turn the light on and give everyone a fire shield. Because there are a lot of enemies here. You can't see them yet, because they're not here yet. But they do exist. They are painful. And it's very, very easy to get backed into a corner. Where they are involved. Genuinely wish this place was lit up a little bit more. I desire to see... Is that it? No, that's just metal bars. Potion of Resurrection. And the note. Around the lone pillars, don't let tired feet stop you. Well, I dare say, ladies and gentlemen, this tension is murderous. Start with the first. Three times. I heard you. I heard you move. Yep, there they are. Hello, wizards. Come on. This is the next enemy, a very, very obnoxious spellcaster. The Grimrock tradition still holds supreme, as with all things, but the being of serpents is not something to be trifled with. A spellcaster beyond peer, able to cast poison bolts and sear the soul, if one even ceases for but a mere moment. Be careful, is all I can really offer. One spawns for every single portal you finish. Or not every single portal, every single lap you complete. Yes, you also can't sleep them for obvious reasons. You can't trolls or cheese the game this way. But while they are tough, they are not invincible. Come on, step forward. We aren't going to use the gun just yet. I'm waiting for the final fight. Oh right, why didn't I take the cannon with me? I'm gonna have to fix that in a moment. Thankfully, as with everything else, there is no point... There is no point of no return, so you can always get everything back. You can also see that by all the serpents that are hitting us, even with all the protection that you have, Zarok, it's not exactly enough. Keep this thing at bay forever. One, 2 times. Come forward. I don't know why I naturally strafed to the left. I realized. Like, it's hard to tell, but I always naturally strafe with the enemies to the left, and I don't know if that's Grimrock doing? Where you just naturally end up backing up to the left or right. But it just seems to be a really odd preference that my character, that like I myself in real life have. Now the game's gonna try to go out of my way to prove me wrong. Oh, we actually set him on fire. Interesting. The thing is, I can sit here and wait all day. I really can. He has to come after me, I don't have to come after him. Yeah, we're gonna get accuracy on Zarok. We have all of this DPS, but it doesn't mean jack diddly squat if we're missing 90% of our attacks. He'll die at some point. Two, 5 times. Surprisingly easy to hit them. Like, you'd expect them to be a little bit more perceptive, considering how many eyes they have on their body, but you know what? I think I'm good with how they are. So are these like the extension of the Gorgons within the pyramid? Seriously, They don't have a paralyzing effect, but they have a poison effect. Maybe that's just given up later in life. I don't know. Zarok, you madman! An anti-venom on someone? Antidote? No? Alright. Got time. Also got an injury, so you can't restore health. That's bear form, you... Again. Here's anti-venom. There we go. I have made a humongous error. He fired twice, didn't he? Come on. It's like they try to punish you by instantly attacking, but again, you're just fast enough on the trigger, you can still dodge them. Pretty effectively, if I might add. Why are there more of you? It's nice that we get these crits on the occasion. What I wouldn't do without them. Someone has sent me something on Steam while I am streaming. Take a look at it later. So close to the end of the farmer run. Nope! I keep making this mistake. Can you imagine if this was a no-death run? How terrible that would be. There we go, finally. Three times, 2 5 times, 1 2 times. Think. One 2 times, 2 5 times. All right. Question is, what's 1, what's 2, what's 3? This puzzle caused me pain and a lot of misery in this previous one. There we go. What? That's a mess up. Okay, let's do this again. Clear it. That's 3, that's wrong. That's 4. That's 2 for the first one. So that should be 5. And the last one is 3. Two, 5, 3. That's what I'm supposed to get. So 2. Okay. That's accurate. Now this. 2, 3. Finally! Okay, sorry. Never occurred to me that I was doing something wrong until about partway through this puzzle. I'm sorry that this puzzle is obscenely obnoxious. But hey, we're good.